What is up, people, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to get into all the common rooms in Hogwarts Legacy. This glitch has existed for a while, but it's changed slightly, and I'm going to show you how you can still do it in 2024. You are going to need a broom, and two things I want you to be mindful of is making manual saves and going on your map or settings under the map or in the common rooms at certain points, as it can cause your game to freeze and you're going to need to close your application and start over again. But I'm going to show you how you can try and avoid that, so let's get into the video. Okay, so like I said, you're going to need a broom. The place I like to go for to start this glitch is the lower Hogsfield Flue Flame, which I'm going to show you on the map now. I like this because it just gives you a clear reference point of where you need to go, which I'm going to show you now. When I aim in with this cursor, you can see this cliff over here with a tree on top. And then to our left is where we're going to want to go. We've part of the Hogwarts Castle on top of the cliff, and right underneath that is where we're going to need to go to get under the map. So we're going to fly over. Again, we're just using the cliff to the right of us as a reference point. Okay, so once we're over here, I'm going to slow down and come to a stop, just so I can show you exactly where we're gonna go into. I'm gonna put an arrow here so you can see, like that. So I'm gonna go a bit closer to show you exactly the point we're gonna want to hit, just here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna press L2 and hit our boost, and we're going to press forward on our left stick to go straight and forward on our right stick to go down. So I'm on PS5 or a console doing this, but just do the equivalent to that. So you're going to want to go forward with your boost and then down. And when you get under the map, you're just going to want to continue holding forward and your boost. So I'm just going to line it up here. We're going forward, holding forward on both sticks. We're pushing underneath, keep holding it. And then what you're going to want to do is start slowly moving your camera stick, and just keep doing that until you get into this view here and you've made it. So after this it becomes easier. Now this is the part people are getting stuck on, because normally you were able to hold circle and dismount, and that would get you under the map. But as you see here, it's not working. It's a really easy fix though. All you're going to want to do is pause, go to your settings, save game, find a save that you don't mind overriding if you've no slots left. So for me, I don't mind using this one. We're going to overwrite it. And then we're just going to exit to the main menu. Once we've done that, we're going to press X to start. Go back into the game. To that same save we just made. And now that we've done that, you'll now have the ability to move down further to allow you to get under the map. And that's how you get under the map. So that's your first step done. And now all we need to do is get to the different common rooms. But before you do anything, you're going to pause, save game, and you're going to overwrite the save you just made, where you were kind of halfway under the map, for your one where you're fully over the map. Make sure you do that, so that if you accidentally get back on top of the map where you're actually supposed to be, you're not having to do this glitch all over again. And now I'm going to show you how to get into all the different common rooms. Okay, so I'm going to go from my point of entry under the map to every common room at the start of each clip, just to make things easy for you. So this is the view that you're going to want to kind of align yourself with, so you see the same thing that I see. So I'm just going to give you a quick 360 here so you can get your bearings right of where I am and where you need to be to make this guide as easy as possible for you, because obviously being under the map it's a bit difficult. The big reference we're going to use is these 4 pillars, which you can see here. I'm going to put an arrow. Like I said, the first room we're going to go for is the Gryffindor common room, so we're just going to go forward. We're going to keep going until one of the pillars aligns with the pillar that's in front of it. Once we do that, we're going to start going up and we're going to look to our left and slightly behind us. We're going to do this for our first 3 common rooms. I feel like this is the easiest way. So you're just going to keep going up and up and up until you turn, and I went slightly more forward in this clip, but you can see this kind of square shape of pillars. I'm going to reference these as the square pillars or the Gryffindor pillars. So for the Gryffindor common room, this is the tower you want to be in. You're going to keep going up and look in this direction, and you're going to see this square shape hole in the wall. You can see there's a person below me. Go through that and take a right. You're then going to go forward and to your left, and you can see we have this white space here. All you're going to do is go above it, hold circle to dismount, and that's going to get you into your first common room, which is the Gryffindor common room. So what you're going to do is straight away, without moving, I'm not doing it in this video because I don't need to, pause and save your game. Pause and save your game once you get into your common room, so you're not having to do this every time. And for the Gryffindor common room, all you need to do is head up the stairs, through the door, and you'll be into the actual common room area of Gryffindor. And you can see there's Sir Nicholas. There's a little secret door over here. We did get the Gryffindor flue flame, but you can't use it. And that's your first room. So on to the second one. Okay, so for our second room, we're going to be going to Hufflepuff. We're starting from the exact same spot. You can see the 4 pillars, which are here. So we're going to go forward until the pillar that's in front of them lines up with the one behind. From here, you're going to look to your left and slightly behind, and you're going to go upwards. You're going to keep doing that until you get to the square pillars or Gryffindor pillars, which you can see coming into view now. So instead of going right towards the Gryffindor tower, we're going to go left. This is where the Hufflepuff common room is, so you're just going to fly to the left side of the square pillars, past this person here. Just be careful at this point, you don't want to go too high up. And we're going to have this bit partial castle wall as a reference. You're just going to go over to this bit of the hill, go over slowly and dismount. And once you do that, you should be able to get into the Hufflepuff common room. There you go. Again, just make your save straight away, and you're actually spawning in the girls part of the common room for this particular common room. So if you want to make your save now so you can explore that part as well, because once you get down these stairs you're going to get the animation that you're not supposed to be there and you won't be able to get back up. But if you do make your save at that point, you'll be able to explore that part too. So that's the second common room, Hufflepuff. So for our third common room, we've got Ravenclaw, which is possibly the hardest one. But we're using the same tactic again. We're going towards the 4 pillars. We're getting them lined up with the pillar that's in front. We're looking to our left and slightly behind, going upwards until we get to the square pillars or Gryffindor pillars. which we can see coming into our view now. We're then going to align ourselves like this with the pillars, and right here I'm going to put an arrow. That cliff is where you're going to want to head to, and the tower that's directly above that cliff is the Ravenclaw tower. You'll know it's the correct tower if you get to this point and you go up and you see this door. That's the tower you want to be at. So just keep going up until you get to this point here where you can see outside. Turn around and you'll see these two paintings or posters. All you're going to want to do is angle yourself like this. So put yourself in between the two windows as well as the two posters, and once you go forward you're going to meet a block which is where you want to be. So what you're going to do then is go forward again, but go slightly up as you meet the block, and then just dismount. Just spam your dismount button. So it didn't work for me that time. Just no harm. Just go back to the same spot, align yourself between the two windows, go forward, dismount, and there you go. You're in the Ravenclaw common room. You spawn right into the common room as well, so you don't need to make your way down to the main area. Just make your save, like I've been saying, and that's your third common room, Ravenclaw. Okay, so our fourth and final common room, Slytherin, my common room, is slightly different. We're going to go forward to these four pillars, but we're not going to stop and then go up. We're actually going to go forward quite a good bit until we get to about this point here. Then we're going to look to our right and we can see the greenhouse. So we're going to make our way over there. And we want to get to the start of the greenhouse, or the main entrance, which we can see here. You're going to be able to tell it's the main entrance by this little circular window, which is going to come into your view just there. So once you're here, look to your right and you're going to see the Slytherin common room windows, which are here. It's going to be an arrow, and we're going to go in between these two rocks. So just head towards them. Now this is a bit of a thread the needle situation, so just make sure you're not going straying too far or touching off anything. But you're going to hug this rock to your left, stop at about here, look to your right, go up slightly and forward to your left, and this flat piece of rock is where you want to be. You don't want to go up too high, because if you do, you're going to keep going up. So just go up so you're slightly above this rock and then dismount, and there you go, you're into your fourth common room, Slytherin. So that's all 4 common rooms. I'm just going to go through a quick little recap now, and then just tell you one other little bit of information. Okay, so just as a recap guys, we've got our 4 pillars over here. I'm going to have my arrow, I'm not just saying here, don't worry. You're going to go forward towards them until the pillar in front aligns with the pillar behind. You're going to go up, looking to your left and slightly behind. We can see the square pillars or Gryffindor pillars come into view. If we go to the right of these pillars and up, we're going to go to the Gryffindor common room, so it's just up through this square, right, and then straight ahead, and this white square is where we're going to dismount. If we go back to the same 4 pillars, just through this square, we can go to the other side to our left, and that's going to bring us to the Hufflepuff common room. You're going to use this piece of castle wall to guide you. and you're just going to dismount on that piece of hill there. We're going to go back to our square pillars or Gryffindor pillars, align ourselves like this. We can see the cliff that's right in front of us. We're going to head towards that, and the tower that is directly above the cliff with this door is the Ravenclaw tower. So that's how we know we're at the right spot to get into the Ravenclaw common room. And unfortunately we can't use the square pillars as a reference for Slytherin because it's so much further down, but we're just going to go directly down from that, have a look around and get your bearings, and you'll find the greenhouse. Now even in this clip here I get a bit confused as to where the actual main entrance is, but it's not really an issue. You're just gonna have a look around for a while, take your time, there's no rush, you have your manual saves, and that's so important. Please remember your manual saves, as well as not going on your map while you're underground, because there is definitely a possibility that you might freeze your game. And then we're just going to go straight in this direction, and through them two rocks is our Slytherin common room. And that's it, that's our recap for the 4 common rooms. And other than that, the only thing I wanted to make you aware of is, as you know, in your own common room, when you've gotten to the Christmas period of the game, you've got Christmas decorations. So one other thing you could do if you're replaying this game, or you don't mind replaying it, or you have an old save that's during the Christmas season, you can go into that save, do this glitch, and when you go into all of the common rooms, they're also going to have the Christmas decorations, which is just a cool thing to see if you're not a part of that house. So in this example, we're in the Gryffindor common room, and they've got the Christmas tree, Peeves is playing with a student, we've got the wreath over the fire, and it's just nice to see. So if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.